Hi guys, sorry about the background noise. My son's watching cartoons. I think he's watching Little Einsteins. So I wanted to keep him busy while I did this really quick. Doing this video to talk about Josiah's evaluation results and how it went and exactly what happened. In case you parents are wanting to put your, have your kid go through the EI or ECSE type of process. And my hands are all wet. I just washed them. So I need to take off my rings. They fall off if I don't dry my hands right. So I just want to talk about it because I did talk about it like it was like a really low maintenance, low lighting type of video. But I wanted to be more, just talk to you guys more about this. So Josiah's evaluation this time compared to last time went by a lot better. Last time, like, they were almost considering him for autism, which, I mean, it's something that I was worried about, but it was something that I also I didn't think that he was quite there yet, and I wanted to take him through and have him reevaluated to be put into the child developmental school type of thing, see if he was ready for early school, and good thing is that the results turned out that he doesn't really need to go to school at all. He just needs speech therapy now, which is really good. So that's the only thing that he needs. They're going to check his hearing next time for his next appointment. And basically what they think is that, and it makes total sense, is that with their speech, if there's something wrong with their speech and they're not quite developing as well, then they want to check their hearing to make sure there's no just like nothing wrong with that. And if there is, which I mean, there's a possibility that there could be, then they could put tubes in his ears. They can just work on him. There just might have to be something done. I don't quite know the exact details, but it'll be good just to get that figured out for him. So basically, if there's something going around with the speech, then they're going to check his hearing to see if there's anything going on there. I was just really happy to see the evaluation results because compared to last time, it was just not great. He wasn't interacting with them. He was very quiet, very closed in. He just didn't quite know them very well. And then when we did this again, he was very interactive. He said everything he needed to say. He looked at stuff that he needed to, and he was able to answer them on most questions. I was able to answer the questions a little bit better. And also, he was 2 at the time, and then he is 3 now, and that was just exactly a month ago. And it was hard for them because they didn't know whether just to put him into the 3 category or just to kind of still keep him at the 2. I'm like, no, let's just put him in the 3. He's only like a week away from being 3. So, yeah, now that we have a better understanding of he's 3 now, he's not 2, that's the stuff they're going to start working on. They gave me some papers, like they gave me 2 papers, so like 2 to 3 years, and then they gave me another one, 3 to 4 years. So basically this is something that's a little bit more advanced, and if he's doing some of these things, great, but not to pressure it. And then these are the things that he needs to be doing. And then they also have, stuff right here, what I can do to help, what I can, do to help him out here at home, which was really great. I was asking about that. And so what they're going to be doing with his speech therapy, because he hasn't had his hearing test yet. Actually, it's really funny. When they try to give him his hearing test, he has so much wax buildup in his ears that the machine wouldn't work. So, as embarrassing as it was, basically they told me you need to clean out his ears and then we'll do the test. So I'm like, okay, that's embarrassing. Because I clean out his ears once a week. It's not good for you to clean them out excessively. And it's not good to have like a buildup of them. But I don't know, my kids just like, I clean them out every Saturday because it's right after bath before church. And before church next morning. So they're all nice and squeaky clean for that. And they just build up like crazy. So I don't know, like there was a ton of buildup in his ears, and his ears were clean Saturday. I don't know. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get that redone. Well, not redone. We're gonna go ahead and they're gonna call me to get that done, and then depending on when that gets done, then we'll be going ahead and doing the speech therapy process. And I'm really looking forward to that to see how well he improves. That's the only thing he needs worked on, and I'm so thankful that's not anything else. I was just really, they were impressed because he did everything he was supposed to do as a 3-year-old, everywhere else except for his speech. And he was even doing stuff that 5-year-olds were doing, which they were surprised. So, yes, everything is so much better after going to that class. And I'm playing with my makeup here from Dollar Tree. It's funny. Anyway, what you need to be prepared for when you go into one of these things, just from my experience, you go in there and they have like a whole room for the kids to play in while you're waiting, and then the kids go play. Once they come in there, they take them into the little classroom, and you were in there with them the whole time, and basically they're just showing him little things. So the very first thing they brought out was just basically like a shaped sorter with the triangle, square, and circle, and he could put them in there, and he did that really well. They brought out one of those ring stacker things, had like all different colors on it. He unstacked them and then restacked them back onto the stick, and then they brought out books and stuff, and then they were just trying to get him to do different kinds of things for them so that they can see exactly where he was at. And then they brought out some things that he would enjoy, or things like memory learning. So they would put a object underneath a cup, and then they would move the cup, like switch cups around, and seeing if that child would still remember where that object is under that cup. And if they're going to lift it, and that's usually a good sign. Well, it is a good sign that they can remember where it's at. Instead of lifting up random cups to find it, they know they've seen it, and then they can see where it went. So that's a good thing. And then after, they do a whole bunch of different kinds of things with them. And there's 2 people working with him. Somebody that worked on him with his speech, basically the cognitive stuff, and the other lady worked on him with like the more hands-on type of thing. And then after that, they go off into another room for about 15 minutes or so. They just basically kind of put some stuff into the computer and to kind of see where he's at. So let me see if I can find a piece of paper with that. There's a lot of stuff that I had to sign for this thing. Oh, they don't even have it. They didn't give it to me. Basically, it was then they came back and then they showed me where he was at. So there was like this bar, and then in between the bar, in the middle, is where he would be normally at. And on the outsides of the bar, there's like these small little lines of, you know, red flags of, you know, they should be working a little bit on him with. And if they got outside of that, like one side is they are very behind. And then, no, we're not doing that right now. And then the other side is they're really far ahead. What? Hi. Blue eyes. My sweet boy. Are you smiling? You want to say hi, YouTube? No? You're going to guess. He's shy now. There's nobody there. And then after you sign a whole bunch of paper, they show you exactly where your child is at, and then he's like right in the You're so funny. He's like right in the middle for everything else except for his speech was like the second to the lowest of where he could be at for his age. So that's all that we need to work on. And then they have you sign a whole bunch of stuff, and then they're going to send me the results in the mail along with a couple other things. And then they handed me this, the parent handbook, and it just kind of, they just give you information about what to be prepared for, and yeah, those are your results. He was really good. He did a really good job. He played really well, and what is that on your face? Grape jelly. Do you want to tell YouTube how you're doing?
I'm fine.
I'm fine, he says. Do you want to tell them something else?
Yes.
Do you want to tell them something else?
Yes.
Like, you want to tell them how you, like, did you have fun playing with your friend? Yeah, your friend. His best friend name is Oliver. This video is getting so long. You're cute.
Okay.
You're cute, yeah.
Cute.
Say this child looks nothing like me. Can you tell? The eyebrows, maybe. That's about it. Are you ready to go down and take some quiet time? No. Of course not. Look at Mommy's hair. What is that? Yeah, my hair. Is it pink? Yeah. Yes, your hair. He's showing you his hair. Say, I need a haircut. Haircut. Yeah, no, you need a haircut. Mommy doesn't. Where is Mommy's nose? What are you doing? Hey! Where's Daddy?
Daddy?
Yeah. No, he's not here. Daddy's at work. I love his facial expressions. It's so fun to watch him. Daddy's at work.
Daddy's here.
No, Daddy's not here. He's at work.
Dad.
He's at work. You guys ever just watch 3-year-olds' expressions? Like, their facial expressions are hilarious. I'm sorry. This is just fun to look at them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go now. That's pretty much for the evaluation and what I wanted to talk about. And if you guys have any more questions about it, then just let me know in the comments below. I'm just really thankful to God that it wasn't anything major. And that it took me some putting my foot down to get to this. It really did. Like, if they suspect that your child has autism, and you know down in your heart that he doesn't, he just wasn't cooperating there at that specific time, have him reevaluated. And they don't really like to do that because it's more work. But it's so worth it because I knew that the only thing he really needed was speech therapy. And I'm not saying that if he had autism it would be the end of the world. It would be more challenging to do a lot of things, or be more challenging doing anything. Just trying to be a parent and understanding how that works. And I know there's a lot of parents that go through that, and I really admire parents that can go through that. It's really, I mean, having a child with special needs definitely is definitely is something that I am not ready to take on as a mother. I definitely would have to change my way of thinking about how to raise my children. So yes, if you suspect anything that's off, then have them reevaluated or tell them your thoughts. Get all your questions answered. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I ask the stupidest questions. While they're like the stupidest ones where it's like right in front of my nose and I know what the answer is, but I ask anyway. I think because I'm just a really big researcher, I like to read on stuff a lot, and that's just my personality. It's what I like to do. And so yeah, that's it. A 13.5-minute video of nothing. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.